What is going on, everybody? So today we've got a little bit of an exploratory experiment with CPUs. So I've got some pinned ones and I've got some pinless ones. No ceramics, all fiberboard. Some had heat sinks and some didn't. Now, I was trying to find the most efficient way to do this so I could kind of do it in the background because, as we know, my life is hectic. I got tons of stuff going on, and I got to make forward progress on like lots of little things. So some of this was recorded, I'd say early December, and then some of it a little bit more recently as I'm kind of like picking away at this. And so I've got everything ready. And so we'll go back to the end. I'll just show you what I was doing. I started off with the torch. You'll see. I recorded it just so you could see. And then I moved to a heat gun, which wasn't too bad. And then I went back to my hot plate. And then last but not least, the rotisserie. So I got all that recorded. You can kind of see maybe what works for you, what doesn't work. Yeah, I'll see you at the end. What is going on, guys? It's a little cold. Nope, not quite yet. Can't see the breath yet. I got double layers on, though. All right. So we got to polish off the rest of these bad boys. So I'm just going to torch them off. Piece of stainless just to capture anything that may not go in the bowl right away. So nothing crazy. But let's see here. I forgot my pliers. Nope, back pocket. There we go. Let's hang on to a corner. Alright, that didn't work as well as I was planning it to. So, torch does not work. Back to the old heat gun. I was using the tip of the heat gun to kind of scrape some of those pins off. So I just cleaning those extra pins out, make sure we got everything. So this stainless steel came in handy, I'll tell you that. You know, just from the motion of kind of tapping those pins, some of them decided they didn't want to go in the bowl, and I was really able to collect those quite easily. So, yeah, definitely recommend something hard and not flammable. Well, it's not working as well as I was hoping it was. You can see that works pretty well though. So this is with the heat gun. We do have a couple of stragglers. I'll just go ahead and pick those off with a screwdriver. Scrape them off of there. Let's see here. This is the torched one. Ixnay with the torch. That does not work at all. But this works really well. The heat gun anyway. Cool. Well, I'll clean these up, the ones that I did get done out here, and just so we're not losing any gold, and we'll continue the rest downstairs. I just want to take a quick video here. I've been kind of just playing around with this stuff, and I found that if you keep the back on with the pins on the CPUs, just put them on the heat plate, and you can just basically touch this. So see how these ones are falling over? So that one I know is good. So I just kind of scoot this thing off onto my glove, and then just kind of rub all of those pins right off of there into my bin. It works pretty good. And so I've got all of these pre-folded, right? So I cracked a corner of these so I can get a screwdriver under here. Just got to find it. There we go. And then, bam, take our crystal right off of there. Like so. Store the ones with gold, and then the rest of that is garbage. And we can do that again. So just like this, I just rub it. I got a leather glove. It's a welding glove. And everything just falls right off of there. Like so. You just want to make sure your bin is big enough or wide enough so that you're not losing pins all over the place. And we'll do one more. So you see you got pins that's been sitting on there. As you go like this. Oh, that one wasn't on there long enough. Bad example. This one's good. Alright, so we got pins. They just fall right off of there. So you can use the screwdriver. Use your glove. I got a couple left. We'll put that on there. Keep the heatsink on because the fiberglass doesn't do justice. And then just keep a magnet ready. So when all's said and done, if you did have any pins that fell off, just go ahead, pick them up. But yeah, see, look at that. Just rubs right off of there. And there's no flame, so you're not burning the fiberglass. It works really well. I'm really happy with it. All right, so this garbage and crystal garbage, and we'll save the top. Alright, so I smarted up a little bit. I definitely forgot about this bad boy. But it works excellent. Oh, what a lifesaver. And here we go with the final tally of pins. Check this out. I think we got a decent amount here. Look at all that. $125 on the dot. There we have it. So I just wanted to make sure I got that recorded for you. The torch, absolutely would not recommend that to anybody. A heat gun, at least, that would be the minimum recommendation is a heat gun. And I don't know if it was the temperatures outside that was I was combatant, because that was taking a long time. I actually removed quite a bit of me just trying to get them off there because it took so long. But it worked. In the end, it did work. I was able to pry the top off and get all the pins out. The next thing was the heat plate for refining, what we use in the lab. Now, that worked awesome for complete CPUs, right? I was able to put the CPU on with the heatsink down so it absorbed all the heat, and then it would disperse it to all the pins. And I could then take all the pins off and then take the actual heatsink off. That worked really well. So you kind of have to find a happy medium of heat, because what I found out is if you have the temperature too high, by the time you get to the end, like the last couple, you might actually start to burn the fiberboard, and then it gets stinky. So my recommendation would be to start with a few on the heat plate until you kind of find your heat plate's temperature settings and like how fast, like how comfortable you are with actually removing the pins and removing the heatsink. Now, CPUs without heatsinks. The batch that I was sent to refine for a Silver Squad member, some of those didn't have, those CPUs, they didn't have heatsinks. And the rotisserie was the king of that. The king. Absolute championship, or absolute champion, no question. I basically just loaded that thing up, turned it to 30 minutes, come back downstairs, everything was off of them. Collect the pins, start another batch, let her roll. So that's the way I would go, at least for the CPUs with not heatsink. So I hope something was helpful today. I know it was fun processing them. Now I'm actually going to start those this weekend. Actually, I'll probably start recording today. I'm going to dip. So I was requested the pinless CPUs first. He wants to see the pinless CPUs first. So that's what I'm going to start with. Well, I'm actually going to put both of them in AP just so that I can get them started and rolling. But that's the ones we're going to see first. So he wants the veggies first and then dessert, right? So he doesn't want the goods right off the bat. Because I imagine the pinned ones are going to have quite a bit more gold than the pinless, and so that's also his thought, and that's what he wants to see. So he wants the pinned ones or the pinless ones first, and that's what we're going to do. But I will get both of them started so we can make some more forward progress on this, and get this guy some gold. Nice, clean gold. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Y'all are wondering how she's doing. Here's the star herself. Look at her. Yeah, a little peanut. Well, you guys have a good one.